Alright, now that that's live. Oh, shit. There we go. You know what? While I'm waiting for people to come in, I will go grab some water. Alright, just down 12 ounces of water. I should be good to go. Gotta get these kidneys working. Gotta help them to filter out all this shit. Alright. Those people aren't here yet. I'll wait just a bit longer. Oh my gosh. Fuck. I remembered something I can do while I wait. Okay. Achievement hunting. Alright, I need to put that tag into... Let's see. Achievement hunting. There we go. Take that, advertisers. Go fuck yourself. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Alright. All right. You know what? I think we're good to start. Why is it giving me an average? Or is my thing broken? I don't think so. If I reload, what's going to happen? Did I break it? Nope. All right. I'll just start then. All right. Volume 6 of Text and Envy Green. Armed with fresh heaps of hard-won cultural knowledge to continue on your journey. Troll life sure is complicated, not to mention troll romance. You really aren't interested in getting into all of that? Your life's complicated enough, and adding an additional level of angst on top of all that does not sound ideal. Friendship is about all you can handle right now. And oh boy, do you love to handle it. Just get your fingers all up in there and squish that shit around. Do I want to deal with another fucking blue blood? Oh, this one seems like the fun pair. Time for friendship. Indeed it is. I'll go. Don't worry, she's cerulean. I do not know the shades of color. All I know she's blue adjacent, and that already makes me hesitant. This seems like a fun pair. I'll go this one first. L word. You're ready to meet some new. You're ready to meet someone new, but you have no idea where to go. You're kind of hoping you'll just bump into someone. While you're thinking about. Also, is there no music right now? When you're thinking about it, you do. You bump into someone. The troll takes a step back to look at you, eyebrows lift in surprise while you stutter apologies. Then you notice the color of the symbol on her shirt, and your blood turns to ice. Given what you picked up about troll society, she'd probably be well within her rights to attack you, or at least treat you to some very hurtful insults. Well, hey there, little buddy. You look kinda lost. Everything okay? Huh. That was a lot friendlier than you expected. That said, this troll's look is intimidating. She's smiling at you, but the leather jacket and undercut make you think you shouldn't fuck with her. They also look really dope. Like, maybe this is someone whose name would be really nice in your address book. Look, you know you've been pretty non-discriminating with your friend's taste so far. You're grateful for every taste of affection thrown your way, but you can admit you've barked up the friendship tree of some real weirdos. But this time, you really want to be friends with this girl. In fact, it feels like earning her approval might even raise your opinion of yourself. Or social cash? She's just like, seriously cool. You tell her you are lost, not you have anywhere to be. Just seeing where the night goes, huh? Been there. I could tell you some stories. Oh man. I don't want to be rude, but you're an alien, right? You confirm that is one of the few solid facts you know, and you're going to hang on to that with both hands. Well, they're still your hands, and not your grab pods for your gesture appendages or whatever. Neat. You can call me L-word, by the way. Why are you blushing? Indigos are zebra, and Equus heels are the epic lawyers. Ruling is risky but socially acceptable. Indigo. Oh my gosh, my eyes, my vision right now is so fucked. Okay. Indigos are zebra and Equus. Heels of the epic lawyers. Cerulean is Vriska, but socially acceptable. Okay, because they're still blue-ish thing. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you have all kinds of cool alien stories. You want to hang with me? I know a place near to grab a drink if you want. Does she mean platonically, or is she asking you out? It's really hard to tell. She's so cool and disaffectionate. If that was a date suggestion, she's got to be the smoothest motherfucker around. You're kind of hoping she just wanted to get to know you better. She's beautiful, but it seems like going on a date with her would be a lot of pressure. Mostly you just really want her to like you. She brushes a piece of lint off her jacket, and your desperation for her attention grows. You say yes. Ah, yeah. Alien time. Let's go. Wait. Wait. Come on. Can't you even just go hang out with someone without some kind of whole rigmarole? Are you fated to always be bombarded with branching choices, randomly choosing between fates that almost always seem to end in some kind of violence? There's actually 2 places we could go. You want to try the closer place or the farther place? Fine. Fine! You'll make another choice. Alright. Farther. Tell her you're in no rush, and the farther place is fine. Takes off in the same direction as she was walking before you bumped her. You fall behind, trying to act like you totally belong here, next to this genuine troll babe. You walk next to cool people all the time. It's practically a hobby. After a couple blocks, though, she stops short. She stops short. You narrowly avoid bumping into her again. She fishes her palm husk out of her pocket, and you can see that it's vibrating noisily. She looks at the screen and theatrically rolls her eyes. This is so annoying. I'm sorry, but like, there's just this thing. I have to deal with it, I guess. I swear to fuck. She just wants an excuse to see me. It's like transparently obvious. Like how she keeps flirting with all my friends too. Or just magically showing up places we used to go together. I'm like kind of pathetic. Like, you're trying so hard to make it seem like you're over me that it just shows you aren't. Lamau. You know what I mean? You may not understand the specifics, but it's clear that she's including you in some kind of social situation she's dealing with. Wow. That's what you do when you're already friends with someone. Basically just skip to the front of the line. You nod and look sympathetically. You totally get it, you tell her. You have an ex like that too? Who's she even trying to fool? Right? It's like embarrassing that we even dated. We were totally gonna request combat assignments on the same ship too. So dumb. Anyway. Sorry, when I go back to my hive, she keeps bugging me about some shit she left there. I keep telling her I don't even think it's there. She says she has all her belongings itemized or something, shaking my head. Such a dork. I'm like the best thing that ever happened to her. Keep nodding vigorously. Your neck is starting to hurt from all the nodding. You tell Elward that she's obviously too good for whoever this girl is. I mean, I know. I gotta deal with her shit anyway. Anyway, sorry, it's literally so dumb, but do you mind if we just swung with my hive on our way out? It won't take long. She's like terminally punctual. I'm actually already sending your ETA and Gorgly maps. This is a real softball. No need to agonize over this decision. You tell her you don't mind at all. She starts to head off, but then she stops and looks at you. Her brow furrows. You know, for an extra alternial, you're kind of cute. Excuse me? Oh, geez. You start to feel flushed as she peers at you more closely. They're going to make it clear once again that you're only interested in friendship. I'm getting an idea. My ex thinks she's so cool because she's a Jade Blood and they have, like, a sacred duty or whatever. She makes a complicated motion of her hand. From context, you gather this is the troll version of a jerking off motion. You'll file away the implications of that one to consider at a later time. Power of friendship is not working. It's not. Guys, I've lost, like, we've hit 4 women who are just absolute bangers. I don't feel right. Well, no, 3.5. I gotta see how this goes. She's cool, but how cool is she? But she's probably never met an alien before. Definitely never dated one. Do you think we could pretend to be a thing? Like Red Rob? Until she goes away. She'll fully shit herself, I swear. Just, you know, don't fall in love with me, kid. Just kidding. Really, don't though. Your heart is beating at an unusual rate, and not even because of fear this time. Fake dating again? Do trolls do this a lot? There must be some cultural context that makes them turn to a fake relationship for security. On the other hand, you're an experienced fake dater by now. Elward can check your references. On the other hand, you know how this ends. You know this ends with you falling in love with her. There's really no fake dating situation that has never ended differently. The last fake relationship you did agonizingly circled the rim of romance before falling out, and into your hands for a sick relationship rebound. It was a close one. You might be like a quarter of the way in love with her already. She looks like troll Natalie Dormer. It is definitely way too dangerous to say yes to this. Sorry, my guy, but you fail. I'll fake date you so fucking hard. You're ready to dive into this thing together, side by side, for as long as she needs, with your wholehearted mind, whatever it takes. Whoa. Whoa. That's, you were, like, really ready to go for it. Like, about to jump right in. Maybe this is a bad idea. I don't want to lead you on. Oh no, you overdid it. You shrink back, mortified. No, you tell you weren't going to fall in love. You weren't even thinking it. Just thinking about helping her with her awkward situation. Uh-huh. Hey, you mentioned your ex earlier, right? Is that recent? Like, are you trying to rebound with me or something? Oh, dear Lord. Because if it's recent, I mean, I get it. Breakups can be hard. I mean, mine was fine. Completely mutual. But I get it. Your ex only exists in your imagination, but Elward's giving you an out here, and you're going to take it. You nod, trying to look sad. Breakups are hard after all. That part isn't a lie, just a well-known truth of life. You know what? I can blow off my ex off for now. I'm gonna take you out. Take you somewhere special. Or you can forget. Have a little me time, you know? I think you deserve it. Okay, a little hiccup there, but maybe you've managed to turn this around. I feel bad that she thinks you're nearly heartbroken, but it's comforting that her reaction is to try and cheer her up rather than pouncing on you at your most vulnerable like some other trolls would. Actually, she's being real nice. Maybe this friendship train's on the right track after all. Elward takes you to what appears to be a coffee shop. There's all the trappings of a coffee shop. Mugs, bean grinders, fiddly little machines with tubes, tables of people working on husk cups. The smell in the air is not coffee though. It's something earthy and a little spicy. You're gonna guess Roundup Reps. Just a hunch. Here we are. Get something to drink and wait for it to start. You let her choose your drink. She brings you a steaming mug of something. Hot. You sip it cautiously. Not bad at all. No legs floating in it or anything. Just so you know, I don't know what your deal is. Well, this place is kinda girls only. You're an alien, so no one's gonna even ask, including me. But just so you know the deal, don't worry though. If anyone does ask, they'll just say you're here with me. Plus, you're cute, so no one's gonna mind. What am I to you? I'm just eye candy. I am just eye candy to these people. I need Pivot in here. I need Pivot in here to fucking say the monologue from Memphis, Tennessee. Woman, what are you doing to me? You feel her face get hot. Wait, no, you're not fake dating. No flirty feelings here. Cool, you tell her. You love this place already. Wait, what is this place? This is excessive bodily force poetry. Oh, slam poetry? Open mic night. All blood colors welcome. Now that she says it, you can see a microphone set up on one side of the cafe, and all blood is sitting nearby with a clipboard, writing down the names of people who want to perform. You ever do excessive bodily force poetry? You look back at her. She's looking at you with those heavily lidded eyes and that flirtatious smirk. The last time you let your enthusiasm get the best of you, she pulled back, but then she took you to this cool ladies-only hangout. Saying yes hasn't led you wrong so far. Probably. Unless there's going to be some consequence you haven't gotten to yet. No, it's probably fine. You tell her you've dabbled, you try to shoot her the same kind of coy look she's giving you. Is it flirting? Who can say? You're riding this wave of plausible deniability and you're never coming down. Really? I didn't think you'd say yes. That's so cool. Dang, you should go sign up. I've never done it myself. I'd like to come here and watch. You should totally do it. No. Until now, Elward has been pretty disengaged, but seems actually excited about this. You gulp. You've never done slam poetry, but how hard can it... Oh, I'm cringe. Like, most of these decisions, I'm just cringing. You got this. You go up to the Olive Blood, put your name down on the list, then you go back to Elward, giving you what you hope is a look as smooth as an expensive brandy. Get ready, tell her. She laughs like you're being corny instead of smooth, but it's good natured, so it's okay. Oh, buddy. Also, the song's pretty good. This is a banger. So something people might not realize, I am really good at tuning things out. So because I'm so focused on dialogue, like, I didn't like register the music was going on. So I remember there was one time I went to essentially a workout store, and I went with my brother, and there was two shopkeepers. I was looking for a certain type of certain brand of protein, and I was looking for a good bit, and my brother had to tap me on the shoulder and go, Rikku, this guy's been calling your name a few times, asking if you need any help, and you just have not responded. And legitimately, I did not hear him. Still down to watch the excessive bodily force poetry. Maybe you can pick up a few tips? For long, you notice a couple of differences between this and the slam poetry you've seen before. First of all, your unfamiliarity of troll culture is causing you to miss a lot of the metaphors. I think some of these poems are erotic. People are reacting like they are, but all the body parts sound like someone did magnetic fridge poetry with an intro engineering textbook. It's all tubes and pushers and levers and sacks. You watch people around you try to react the same way they do. Second, troll slam poetry does involve actual slamming. Several poets seem to be the cooler colors of the rainbow, and their performances with acts of passionate violence against nearby chairs, tables, or even members of the audience. Artists, you guessed, temperamental. Elward doesn't seem surprised. One troll with a dark purple symbol breaks the mic stand in half over her knee. Elward stands up a little straighter, popping the collar of her jacket a touch higher and adjusting her hair. God, I'd die if she looked at me that way, Lamau. I'm pretty sure you died. She did that to you. Fucking doing the Bane backbreak on you. Oh, so is that Mike? Yeah, she's just Elward, just a dork. Got it. Got it. I've never had a girl that mean. Always go for the good girl spades, thinking I can change them. Like, it'll be different with me, you know? If our hate is... Oh, you want to kiss with this? It's a bad habit. Nice trolls don't change. That's some advice for you, kid. You don't know how to respond to this, you just nod wisely. If you're being totally honest with yourself, I think Elward flustered makes you feel a little flustered too. Nah, man, she's just a dork. That's all it is. Can act cool, but it's just a dork on the inside. Now that you're changing your body about now that you're changing your mind about only wanting friendship, well, you wouldn't mind if she looked at you with a little bit of the awe she's giving the purple blood. God, someone give me the gun. Finally, it's your turn to perform. You got so into the show, you forgot you were actually going to do this. Now, walking up to the front, you wish you could forget again. You clear your throat. Silence. Then a flash of inspiration hits. Dude, just reenact the crash. I think if you did that, while also breaking a few of your bones in the process, I think you'd get away with this. Genuinely. Just reenact the crash. You have trouble understanding the troll poems because of the social cultural differences, so maybe if you load your own piece of references to your own world, they'll just assume it's good. No, I think if you just literally did a play-by-play of the crash, I think that would work. You start listing your body parts. You have knees, spleens, shoulders. You toss in a few celebrity names: Steve Jobs, Rita Moreno. Then you put on the most serious poetry voice you can, say Numa Numa EA. Another idea hits you like a wet fish to the face. Maybe if you end this with some kind of violent gesture like Purple Girl did, Elward will like you more. Oh, this is the bad route. Yeah, no, this is the bad route. You seek out her fate. This can only go bad. Why'd you look her directly in the face? Why not just look up to the? Why not look up to the stars or whatever? Seek out her face in the eyes, and looking right in your eyes, you slap yourself in the face as hard as you can. That's a smattering of lackluster claps. No one looks impressed. A few grumbles echo around the cafe. You think you may have just bombed. Your budding confidence is hit with a big load of shame, ascending like wet concrete. But when you get back to Elward, she's grinning. Damn. That wasn't what I expected at all. It was pretty funny though. You must have some real admirable sausages to get up there and perform like that. Nice job, alien. Gives you a wink. Starting to perk up a little. After all, you don't need to be friends with the rest of the people in the cafe. Just this one cute, cool troll girl. It looks like making yourself look dumb has brought you two closer together. Honestly though, surprised you didn't do a piece about your breakup. Alright, you clearly forgot about your breakup. Or rather, your fake breakup. Your fake up. Elward leans forward, her hands splayed on the table, her black claws gleam in the low cafe light. You can tell me about it, if you want. Like, I'm over my breakup. But if you want to talk about yours, it's fine. I know sometimes it's like, just really on your mind. Ah, she's not over it. Okay, got it. Just right in there. You're starting to feel even less great about lying. You fidget uncomfortably in your seat. No, you know what? You know what? You're supposed to be making a friend here. Yes, in the past it's been advantageous to just go along with what our people say until they like you. You and Elward are really connecting. You don't want her to just like you because she thinks you're sad. You want it to be real. Take a deep breath and tell Elward you don't have a recent accident. You tell her you were just trying to commiserate. The atmosphere immediately shifts. Elward sits back and the warmth goes out of her face entirely. What? Really? Oh. Huh. That's not really cool. Yeah, she's visibly shaking. Oh shit. You can just feel her pulling away. Well, you can also see it, because she's physically pulling away from you. All signs point to losing this friendship. You're so sorry, you tell her. It won't happen again. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, no offense. But it's not cool to lie about shit like that. It's pretty weird. She's completely detached now, barely even looking at you. It was nice to meet you, but it's probably best if you just go. The space, move, Beast Boy. As much as it hurts, you have to agree. It's probably best to just cut your losses. Try not to let your disappointment show as you walk away. You try not to show your disappointments. You say they could be cool. You say it super casually, like you pretend to be in a relationship with aliens every day of your life. I mean, the last time you did it for survival, my guy. At this point, I think you can just say it's a profession. Elward grins, clearly pleased. You're sure this was the right choice. And then again, you've thought that before, only to end up in a terrifying, painful situation. But you're pretty confident this time it'll be fine. That's great. Thanks for doing me solid. I'll owe you one. He shoots you a finger gun and winks. And now, in what is now a deeply familiar story beat, Elward takes you back to her hive. It's pretty messy. You can understand why your ex would have a hard time finding something she left here. You don't see any signs of a lusus, but it's probably rude to ask about that. What with how often trolls and other animals are murdered in society. You ask Elward if she would get your story straight. Like, how did you meet? How long you've been dating? Who is the funny one? Who always gets to choose the food on date nights? Yeah, I got a 300-word backstory for us to memorize. I'll be quizzing you on my favorite movies. Big pick. I'm not worried. We can just wing it. Oh, I think she's here anyway. Sure enough, you hear a crisp knock on the door. Elward leans against the nearest wall and crosses her arms over her chest, looking bored. Come on in, girl. Branya. Elward, I think you've done fucked up. You don't know me, but Branya knows me. I can't fix her, she's too nice. I mean, Elward just needed to be able to, you know, kill some kids. Maybe it was Elward who was too nice, you know? Because Branya would have easily snapped to become a cold-blooded person if she did that. Maybe Branya's not, or Elward's not as bad of a girl as she thinks she is. Because Branya was willing to fucking tear me to pieces when I killed some kids. Think about that, you know? Another troll entered the hive. Hey, wait a second, you know this one. This troll's already your friend. That might be a good thing, but it also might ruin your chance of the friend you're currently chasing. But maintaining your existing friendships is important too. You're gonna have to find a way to balance this. She doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Hello, Elward. We can make this the last time we have to see each other. If you would just hand over my favorite sweater. I don't have it. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. It's very simple. I was wearing it over here when we broke up. I keep careful track of all my belongings. You think it's funny to antagonize me. All signs point to you having it. I don't want to fight again. Isn't it nicer if we collaborate? Who's fighting? Elward, you're not winning this. I like Branya more than you, I'm sorry. You're not winning this, Elward. I don't even remember what your sweater looks like. Yes, you do. You sniff it, don't you? I don't really think you're not over the breakup. You know what? Branya broke up with you. That's what happened, isn't it? Look me in the fucking eyes when you tell me the answer. Or you, at all, ever. Also, dishonesty is a barrier to helpful communication. I'm not one of your little jades who have to listen to this crap. Okay, whatever, I'm not gonna get dragged back into this. You're interrupting my date, Branya. More like boring, yeah? No. I'm sorry, Elward. Actually trying to hang out with someone who's not you right now. A real cutie. Oh man, oh no. Elward makes a lazy gesture at you, as if to indicate that pointing you out to Branya is barely holding your interest. You look at Branya and try to smile. You lift your hand in a tentative way. Hi, you say. Branya's taken aback. She looks back and forth. The L word stands for lesbian. You gotta tell her the L word. Lesbian? No, love, Scott. You gotta tell her you love her. Oh. God, that movie was good. I'm in lesbians with you. I forgot to say love. Branya's taken aback. She looks back and forth between you and Elward a couple times, trying to make sense of the situation. You and Elward? Well, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were looking for a romantic connection. I could have introduced you to some of my other Jades. Not that I mind that you're with Elward. I only wish the best for her in all that she does. Elward rolls her eyes theatrically. Then she looks back at you. You two know each other? Now you see, Elward, I'm not the problem here, all right? You didn't give me the details. You didn't tell me who we were meeting. So really, the fault not lies with me, but this fucking spaceship that took me here. I want out. She didn't look happy about it. You remember that the reason she wanted to fake date with you in the first place was to hold your cool alien status over her ex's head. Branya, already knowing you, has undoubtedly taken some of the wind out of her sails. You have to do something to turn this around. You don't want to be rude to Bronya, but surely just hyping L-word is safe. Tell Bronya thanks for the offer, but you're happy with the choices you made. She looks a little hurt, but quickly rebound. Of course, I wouldn't tell you to conduct your personal life. I'm really just here for my sweater. Can you get it, please, L-word? Not lol. You just lost. It's on your fucking bed, L-word. Just fucking get it. Stop making excuses to come over here. This game pretty personal. You're trying to make yourself as unobtrusive as possible, pulling the collars of your, well, Agora robe up to hide your face. Oh yeah, you're still in the bathrobe? Are you still in the bathroom? Someone might accuse you of manufacturing reasons for me to keep coming over by not giving it back. Lol. Okay, whatever. I'll just let you know if it turns up, alright? Not alright. You've said that before and you've never followed through. You've never contacted me first. You're obviously not motivated. Bronny broke up with you first. That is the only way this makes sense, and you're not over it, L-word. I want to settle this once and for all. It's time to resolve our conflict. Jeez. I didn't steal your fucking sweater. You didn't steal it. She left it here, but you also neglected to return it. Look, I want to resolve this too, but now it just isn't a good time. Can't you just let me have some time with my new pal here? It does seem like a reasonable request. This may take longer than I would have liked. I suppose I could leave it alone for now, but you can't just keep avoiding me forever. Not just about the sweater. I'm not doing that. Didn't you get enough of talking about our feelings when we were actually together? Why do we have to talk about them now? Let's talk about it later then. I'd rather leave my friend here out of it anyway. Her friend? Oh, breathe a sigh of relief. You don't have so many friendships yet that you could stand to lose one. You can now listen to the rest of this conversation with a touch more ease. I'll come back when you're more available. Please try to work with me on this. Thank you. Bronya makes her way out. L-word watches her leave and then sags back against the wall, scowling. She seems to be in much lower spirits than she was earlier. Your heart aches. Friend or no, you want to see her cheer up again. You know what? She takes a deep breath and looks over at you. I do have her sweater. It's on you. Just say it's in your bed. Just fucking say it. It's in the back of my closet. Just as bad. She starts laughing. You giggle a little too. She's gonna start crying, isn't she? What just happened here is an opening. You witness something revealing, and now L-word is in a vulnerable position. You don't want to push her or annoy her, but she did loop you into this, and you can't waste this opportunity. It might be worth it to take a risk. You say hesitantly that it seems like Bronny was really desperate. Like she's totally not over it. I know, right? I told you. You say that also, it's okay to not be over it 100% yet. That even if a relationship was wrong and you're way better off without it, sometimes you can still feel a little sad, and it's fine. In fact, you say, it can make you extremely emotionally deep in a cool way. You give her a little smile. She smiles back. Thanks for saying that. You're really nice. You didn't have to do all that for me. Sorry for bringing you into this mess. You still want to get that drink? You're a good friend. Your heart overflows. You beam a brilliant smile at her. You feel the warm bloom of friendship opening its sweet petals in your heart. Friendship achieved. Nice. All right, and then we do... How does this change? I guess because it's a closer place, she doesn't get the text first. It's like you're already getting the drinks or whatever. You don't want to wait any longer than necessary for that delectable friendship. You tell her to take you to the closest place she knows. It turns out to be pretty close. She crosses the street and takes you down a flight of stairs to a little underground bar. When you walk in the door, you're ready to do some befriending, but L-word seems distracted. You follow her gaze and see another cerulean symbol troll girl with a buzz cut and a snakebite piercing sitting alone on the bar stool. As you watch, the other troll looks over at L-word and gives her a little smile. You clear your throat, and L-word seems to abruptly remember your presence. Well, we've arrived. The hangout place. You can take it from here, right? I gotta go. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Elward was cool. She was a dork, but she was cool. I could definitely say not top 3, though. All right, let's see the dynamic duo. How great are you guys? Cup Rum and Focal? Focal. Wandering deeper into the city, you wash up on the shores of what looks like a rougher part of town. Comparatively, everything about Eternia is rough. But down here, the streets get narrower, dingier, the buildings are run down. Streetlights flicker, and the patrolling drones look less inclined to serve and protect, and more likely to shoot you and claim it was self-defense. You haven't seen any tracks, but if you had, this place would definitely be on the wrong side of them. Again, empathetically, you don't know what you're talking about. Everything you know has been gleaned from exceedingly painful trial by fire. But this looks like the sort of place no one cares about except the people who live here. A noisy group of trolls spills into the street up ahead, and you quickly duck behind a row of garbage cans. So I had a thought a few days ago. 1980, what was it, 1980s or something? 1990s? That's when like the date was given for Hiveswap. So I'm assuming that's a new age. So like we had BC 80. I'm assuming we're on like uh EC or whatever. So like it's 1984 EC, let's say. Like, is that how it is? Well, I'm assuming that's how it is, where it's just been that long after whatever event they deem to start from zero again. You've recently become gun shy around groups, especially since most of these guys look fancy and are wearing symbols in varying shades of blue. Not to generalize, but blue bloods are starting to freak you out. Everybody here messes with you, but the higher castes do it with a government sanctioned harassment license. These particular blue bloods all look as lost as you did several friends ago, gazing around in varying flavors of amusement and frustration. They glance nervously between each other and the looming buildings on either side. Lol. With a hot jolt of adrenaline, you realize you aren't the only person hiding in a pile of garbage. There's someone else. Two someones, actually. What you initially take as one large, lumpy troll resolves on Tanglands into two smaller trolls, a boy and a girl. The girl is clinging to the boy's back, like a very greasy sloth. It looks like a pretty precarious position. In your opinion, you've recently become an expert in falling down. They are both skinny and stringy. Stringy. And damn, you thought that smell was from the garbage, but it might be them. Blue's just busy living their pathetic lives, walking out of their hives. Okay, sir, you're Cup Rum. Straight into our trap. Idiots. Never see it coming. You ask if they mean the trolls out on the street. Probably should just mind your own business. But when the fuck have you ever done that before? Also, it's nice to see them besides you getting mocked for once. Kinda want to join in on the mocking. Who the fuck are you? Where'd you come from? A trash. Yeah, with that little symbol there. We're talking fortune heads. Okay. Yep, green text, yeah. Because green text have that symbol typically for each thing. A trash creature. Born out of the trash. Well, so much for not getting mocked. These two are probably equal opportunity mockers, though. They mock everyone. Kind of like Polypop has been with murder. They keep snickering. You can't help thinking you are being called out. Stick up for yourself. You put it to them, offhandedly, that perhaps it is they who are the trash creatures, since they are the ones who smell like they've been rolling around in it for the past few days. For some reason, this makes them laugh even harder. Kepram, check out the badass we got here. Mother, my face when freaky cullbait nerd lord talks back. Why don't you run and cry about it? Yeah, go tell your aloofness on us. The girl tugs at the boy's hair, and then they're off, cracking and running up the street with a weird, stumbling gaits. They leave you all in your lonesome. Fresh friendship opportunities withering on the vine. You probably dodged a bullet, but you can't help prevent the oncoming. Game over. It's for the best. Probably it was for the best. Take it lying down. Never thought about what a weird... You never thought about what a weirdly sexual idiom that is. Regardless, you decided to swallow your protest. That's pretty sexual too. Thanks, English language. You don't want to start out a friendship with hostility? If you'd had parents, they would have told you that 2 rhymes don't make a right. That's why you punch them both extra hard. You could argue it isn't worth trying to befriend people who are open to insult, but that's just how people are here. You gotta roll with it or get out of town, and since you literally can't go anywhere, you'll just roll. You really, really want more friends. Addiction's a powerful thing. You admit that you don't have elusives and that you are pretty used to insults these days. You include infection smug to demonstrate just how easily everything rolls off your back. You add in a contrite little kick at the pavement and hang your head, even if you aren't quite sure what you did wrong. The rest of you dunks on their own damn self. You don't have to do shit. This could be kind of relaxing for us. The girl turns her weird spidery face towards you. You should come hang out. Wait, what? You want to hang out with this bottom feeder? They look like a huge drag. Already have enough dead weight on with your ass to drag around. Oh man, you really hit the jackpot with these guys. 2 friends for the price of 1. To answer your earlier question that you may have forgotten you asked, Cumbrook hacked their Palm Husk GPS to bring them down here. Agents can't do shit without their fancy tech. The Blue Bloods are all arguing now. Somebody throws a punch. You figure it's a good prank, if a little mean-spirited. Vocal stops yanking at Cumbrum's hair and looks at you. Wow, you really are pretty basic. Hey, Cooprum. She gives his hair another yank, like it rains and he's her horse. Cuprup grins, showing a bunch of big, blunt teeth. He raises a hand that crackles with white-hot energy. Your stomach clenches and your feet leave the pavement just enough for your toes to drag along the ground as you float over to them. For a few seconds, you have zero control over your body. Cuprum lets you go, and you land hard enough on your heels to make your ankles twinge. One of the flickering streetlights shines down on Fulcrum's face. Or Cumprum's face. What you had initially taken as deep-set eyes are actually no eyes. There are black holes in her face. It's super creepy and also super painful. Yeah? So what? You think I would just have eyes like some kind of normie? You would never accuse her of that. That isn't really a word you have in your lexicon. Lol. He keeps doing that, saying that word instead of laughing. It's actually a hell of a power play. Goddamn, it doesn't know a case of void rot when they see it. Have you never met a gold blood before? You have. We aren't sure if Sirava counts. They're an internet celebrity for one thing. For another, they have eyes. Well, one eye. And the other one wasn't lost to void rot, whatever the hell that is. I wonder if that's why she's on top of Cuprum. He's some kind of a combination of Steed and Sing Eye Dog. Void rot means my body doesn't retain energy like it's supposed to. Just look it up on Gorgel. It means I'm dying constantly, all the time. You almost point out that technically everyone is dying all the time, but he senses in the mode for deep fake fuckery. That really sounds like it blows though. Tell her how sorry you are. What do you Meanwhile, would you be sorry? You didn't do anything. Besides, stand there, looking ugly. Idiot thinks it makes a difference. Like what they think actually matters. Lol, 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 lol. Can't wait for Trizza to take this one down to the coal fields for a little R&R. Rest and relaxation? That sounds nice, actually. Rampage and rending. Wow. And here was me thinking, we get through a whole conversation while bringing up precious Trizza. Lol, Trizza rules. I love Trizza. I know. Dipshit. You rack your recent memories. Ooh, try to figure out if you know what a Trizza is, or who. Trizza is basically the third member of this relationship. Considering how goddamn horny you are. Together, cybernetic chemicals up in you. Wow. What? Is that supposed to make me feel bad? Sounds great, actually. You watch too much Eastern Alternian pornography. It'll be way better than sitting around with you. Always sucking me dry. This sure is something you were witnessing right here. It must be that black rom stuff Zebra had briefly filled you in on. You cock a hip and compliment them on the obviously incredible healthy pitch romance they got going on here. Because as everyone knows, there's nothing two people in love spats like more than someone interrupting them to spout random bits of cultural knowledge. That separates them, metaphorically at least. Physically, Fulcrum stays clinging to Cup Rum's back. Wrong again, foot bulge. Where pale. So pale. Oh, pale. That's the nice one. The petting one, where you talk about your feelings and then don't have sex. What? You got something to say? You guys seem like a wonderful, stable relationship. Right. Glad you understand. You don't feel great about this. It's not cool to tell lies, especially not to your new friends. But it's also not cool to neg your rad new friend's relationship, especially when you don't know how the fuck any of this stuff works. Honestly, you should probably come up with some sort of mnemonic for just how little you know about anything at all. You don't know what that means. YDKWTM. You'll workshop it. Well, they actually seem okay. Obviously a huge normie freak, but okay. What kind of people Cuprum has been hanging out with who thinks you look normal? At this point, you're, what? Dressed in a bathrobe, sunburned, slathered in sparkling lotion, and probably a bunch of other stuff you can't really remember right now. His friends must look really wild. Okay, so you do have the bathrobe still. You're still sunburnt, and you still look like a rainbow. What they call it? Forgot what they call vampires. Rainbow drinker. You hope whatever those friends are will be your friends too. You aren't picky about looks. The group of blue bloods out on the street, maybe they could use some friends too. You're getting the vapors at just the thought of all these potential connections. Start around the dumpster to find out. Cuprum grabs the back of your shirt. Where do you think you're going? He tries to make decisions for themselves. The decisions are bad. Nobody's fucking surprised. Lol. You point out, very respectfully, that all these people look very lost and confused. You assume the prank is over now. Everyone can shake hands and go on as friends. This is idiotic considering what you've learned about attorney up until now. Not a prank. This is war. It's not over until all of them are dead or crying. Well, okay. As long as you aren't the one dead or crying, none of the high bloods look too close to doing either, though. They're staying in a clump in the center of the street. Oh, there's a landmine there, isn't it? Nervous but fine. This is just a minor inconvenience, like a flat tire or a spilled cup of coffee. They have been lured into the slums by some greasy nerds but Fulcrum and Cuprum don't seem to plan on doing anything besides watching and giggling. No, there's a landmine there. There's an actual landmine. Hell, C4. One of the Blue Bloods, a small girl with a cerulean symbol on her hair clips, is standing a little apart from the group, furiously texting. That feeling when dirty Blue Blood girls start losing her cool. Should have known one of them would crack. You aren't sure what's going on. YASWG. Still not good. Wrigglers calling the damn drones. Usually high bloods wouldn't go running to them like that. Don't want to admit low bloods got one over on them. When you get owned, fucking own it. That could be on a t-shirt. Fulcrum and Cuprum seem bummed that their prank is going to end so fast and with so little damage done. But isn't that the point of a prank? That everyone gets out of it relatively unscathed? Anything more and becomes an assault. Overhead there is a whir and a clank. Loud, but not loud enough to prepare you for the damn flying bus coming in for a landing out on the streets. Holy shit. You don't think you've ever been so excited about public transportation. You are confident that continuing your ramble across this alien world is the best thing for you. Wait, you are confident that continuing your ramble across this alien world is the best thing for you, but gosh, it would be so nice to rest your feet for a little while. Even better, none of the trolls getting on the bus seem to have any money or travel passes. Perfect. You don't have any of those things either. Turn around the trash pile again, and this time 2 pairs of hands grab onto the back of your shirt. Dude, where the hell are you going? You quickly explain that you want to catch the bus before it takes off again. You have no idea how long it will be before another one arrives. Fulcrum and Cuprum look at you like you're crazy. Well, Cuprum looks at you, and Fulcrum look kind of off over your shoulder. Can you call it looking if someone doesn't have eyes? Listen, I know we made jokes about the intelligence of everyone around us. It's just our thing. But are you actually mentally handicapped? You know, Cuprum. Nah, I won't do the joke. I feel like they didn't call us retarded because they just didn't want to deal with the backlash for that word being said. Because Lord knows they threw that word around a lot with fucking Carcat. Also, I think Dave did it a few times. Like, that's just, of everything Cuprum said so far, I just feel like, yeah, no, they probably made that conscious choice of like, let's just not deal with this. You can't just get on a chartled scuttle buggy. That's for ceruleans and up. Maybe teal, if they got a death wish. Oh, this damn hemo spectrum thing again. You really need someone to sit you down and explain exactly how all this works. Preferably without calling you an idiot the whole time. Or hitting on you. It just seems so arbitrary. At least the oppressive power structures from your planet make sense. Wait, no they don't actually. But you're used to them. Which makes them much better and more acceptable. Handing back at all the Blue Bloods get on the bus. It occurs to you that even though it was their prank that lured the Blue Bloods down here, Fulfill and Cuprum had to watch it all unfold from behind a dumpster. They don't dare do anything head on. Not that you support just randomly attacking people in the street, but it is kind of fucked up that only a certain kind of violence is acceptable, aimed in a very specific direction. Think about how easy Cuprum to pick you up with his brain. He could probably hold his own in a fight, no problem. I'm pretty sure that's a no. Because if you're higher up in the hemo spectrum, aren't you just literally more powerful? Or have more, like, bullshit abilities to work with? Because, or it might be just privileged for more equipment. So I'm trying to remember if, the one guy who used like scientific magic, I'm trying to remember if he actually had anything special abilities. I remember the one guy who really loved horses. He was just bullshit strong. You have more abilities and tougher skin. Okay. The bus takes off, blasting a backdraft that rattles the empty cans and crumbled bits of garbage in the gutter. Stillness descends on the alley. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Cuprum said that they were calling the drone, but the bus came instead. Maybe calling the drone can mean a whole bunch of things, like calling 911 can be a report of a robbery, assault, or someone's leg falling off. Or such you think until you hear the distant but quickly closing pound of giant footsteps. But time to go. Logo wraps her arms more securely around Cuprum when he takes off, like literally takes off. At first you think he's wearing those shoes with the little wheels on the bottom, the kind kids wear to crash into stuff at the mall. But no, he's hovering a half-inch off the ground. You have to run to keep up with him, and your steps are distressingly loud on the pavement. A familiar weightlessness shoots across your limbs, sending you in your guts. Energy crackles around you, picking you up off the ground and pulling you along behind them. He has enough power to float both of you at once, all the while carrying his girlfriend on his back. You don't know much about psychics, YDK but that is pretty damn impressive. The three of you round a corner, you forget all about being impressed because you were too busy freaking the fuck out. You were so busy worrying about the drone coming from behind that you did not consider the possibility of one closing in from the front. This one is smallish, but it's still a lot bigger than you, and a lot spinier, and a lot more endowed with dangerous lasers. And it's focused on the three of you instead of someone else. You, Focal, and Cuprum make a similar noise. It goes a little like, smash. The smash at the end comes from Fulcrum picking all three of you up with his brain and tossing you just as the drone shoots a laser out of its torso. It blasts the pavement where you've been standing into craggy, smoking chunks. You tumble feet over ass into the alleyway, and concerning pain twinges through your healing ribs. We are just so used to injuries at this point you barely wince. What's more concerning is Focal. The blast rips her off of Cuprum and sends her in the opposite direction, against the alley wall with you. She immediately curls into a ball like a pill bug with a lot of hair. She doesn't respond when you ask her if she's okay, and you aren't sure if you should touch her. You shouldn't move injured people, right? Especially not injured people with Void Rod. I'm fine. I'll live. Oh fuck. The drone had a 50-50 chance of coming in your direction instead of Cuprum, and surprise, it did. It moves all together way too fast for something that size. Aren't big things supposed to be slow? That's what video games taught you. Video games wouldn't lie, would they? Fuck. Shit. Hell. You've come all this way, dodged so many dangers and made so many friends, and now you're just gonna get lasered by some huge spiky robot monster thing? Are they even robots? They kind of look organic, but so do like the couches here. To digress. It's going to kill you. But instead of dealing you a quick fatal blow, the drone stops in the center of the street. Its big ugly head swivels towards Focal. Oh god. Is it possible you found someone more culpable than you are? Alternia definitely doesn't seem like a great place to be the weakest link. As usual, you're next to useless. All you can do is watch as the drone takes heavy steps towards her. Desperate, you kick a nearby trash can. You shout, you make as much noise as you can, trying to draw its attention. Once you have it, you aren't sure what you're going to do with it now, but you aren't worried about that right now. The drone grinds to an uncertain halt. Its head slowly turns towards you, then back to Focal. It can't make up its mind. Should go for the void rod or the noisy asshole? You look around for weapons while it's frozen in indecision. There's nothing here but empty balls and tiny pieces of concrete. You really are a worthless wreck. Your new friend's about to get stomped or blasted or kicked with a giant metal leg, and all you can do is hop around like a maniac and smack a trash can. Fuck. Luckily, once you aren't the only one here. Your new friend already has a friend. You're really friend crashing here. Wait, you're really friend crashing here. Cuprum doesn't screw around. He rises up on a wave of crackling power, attacking the drone by, well, basically just by putting his hand on its big ugly head and discharging as much energy as possible, frying whatever brainstem the thing has. You try to be at least a little bit helpful and drag Foco out of the way of the drone as it falls, but it doesn't fall. It just shuts down. The evil red glow of its eyes dies, and it just goes still. It becomes just a giant ugly statue of an alien robot in the middle of a filthy street. Cuprum drops like a rock, and before he's even out of the air, he's on his way to Fulcrum. He shoves you out of the way. Fall, are you okay? Please, you're okay. What the fuck, Fall? Foco buries her face in Cuprum's chest. Her two little fists clinging tight into his arms. His shoulders rise and fall. She's taking big breaths like you can't get her lungs to work right. Do trolls even have lungs? They probably call them something weird: respiratory sacs, breathe glands, suck sphincters. I'm fine. Idiot. You had a snag comment all ready to go. Concerning appreciating your loved ones while you can. You had a Steiner Mark comment all ready to go. You're saying appreciating your loved ones while you can before a big metal monster comes and squishes them. But sitting here watching Cuprum hold Foco like he never wants to let her go, well, all your sight strains into a puddle at your feet. You don't know them. You don't know their life. The relationship might not be the healthiest, but honestly, whose is? You've seen some really bad shit, both here and back home. Hey, you okay, dork? Yeah, you really are, thanks to them. That was nice. That was really nice. I think this is another good volume. I think I like the Pear story more. It was nice to see Bronny again, though. But I did like the relationship these two had. It was really sweet. Also to have them essentially just shit talk each other, and you're like, because like the option of like, you guys don't seem like you get along. Like, I'm really glad that was the wrong choice. I'm really glad. And then Elward was cool. A dork at the heart of it all, but she was cool. Was not expecting to see Branya. I'm hoping to get more Skyla, but hey, you know, that's just me wanting the best. Let's see, what time is it? 4:31. I gotta start cooking. Someone cook here. So next is of business, and then flagrantly illegal. Flagrantly illegal. All right. This one got me interested. What kind of business and alternative could be illegal? My only guess is something having to do with like tax evasion to the queen. Getting closer to your volume every day. Which one's your favorite? Because mine's 3, just because we got two great women in that one, and we actively saw me simp for one of them. Volume 5 was also. I really liked her. She was just cool. Also, I do like that after you play it, it reveals her. "14 of cleanliness and cloudliness." Oh, okay. Creative controversy, conventional or otherwise, of cult and captivation, of teen and tech and Aseric, of endings many. I hope this one's a long one. Your favorite is 14. Yep. Of cleanliness and cloudliness. Yeah, I'm really hoping this one. Delayed to hell, Chad. Uh, one day I will figure out how to get chat to be more instant. Until that day, we will suffer because I don't think we can actually do much. I think at that point, we just need YouTube to recognize us more as a channel. Yeah, so far 3 is my favorite. Well, that's obvious. We don't need to dwell on that, no matter how much I dwell on Skyla. Anyways, so next is 7. All right. So I will call it here for today then. Next, we have volume 7. I'm excited for some business, see how that goes in Alternia. Thank you, everyone. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, no. I want to check this actually. You got owned and owned it. Found out being Australian blood is hard and nobody understands. You discover the simple joy of savory bun delights. You inspired a struggling artist. You sympathize with the drawbacks of online fame. You fought off a pack of loosest wranglers. You took care of the weakest link. You made a new business partner. You helped a reluctant spacefarer soar a little lower. You were accomplice to an assassination. You learned how to be a better ally to yourself. Developed some relationship issues, and you owned and you got owned. All right, so I won't look at the other ones because that feels like it'll give me this. I guess names. I don't know because the other one I'm supposed to be Chixie is one that Maxwell said I should be on the lookout for like top tiers or whatever. So I will leave that up. So if I learn the volume of that earlier, I don't mind. But on my own, I just won't look up anything as I continue to do. Yeah, no. I will call it there. We'll continue this tomorrow and then as well on Friday. So thank you all for joining. Hope you had fun. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.